Welcome to the Headley Highlight Show's Headley Headspaces. And this headspace is called Gorton and Denton by-election. Will this hasten Keir Starmer's exit from number 10 Downing Street? Will the election be between Reform and Labour, or the Greens and Reform? And will the Conservatives even get a place on the podium? Part 1. So before I jump into my headspace, which is called Gorton and Denton by-election, will Keir Starmer survive after the by-election, or will it hasten his demise? Will it be a fight between Reform and Labour, or Reform and the Greens? And will the Conservatives even feature on the podium? So before I chew all over that, thank you for your listening ears once again. Thank you for your comments, likes and shares. And thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I got 2,331 subscribers now, people. Yeah, so let's make it to 2,335. How about that? Yeah, let's move 4 places. Iterative, incremental steps. So, don't forget to donate. Don't forget to, I'm very partial to free wings and chips and a Miranda and a bit of Bitcoin. So let's jump all over this. And this is a part 1 because I'm going to add the part 2 tomorrow when the result comes in.
Voting is taking place in the Gorton and Denton by-election. Polling stations close at 10 p.m. and the result is expected to be known at around 4 a.m. tomorrow. The election in the Greater Manchester seat was brought on by the resignation due to ill health of the Labour MP Andrew Gwynn.
So as we speak, the postal votes are being counted, and presumably all of the polled votes, which will all conclude around about 10 p.m, will be counted by 4 a.m. Now, there are a number of candidates in this election. You have for the Labour Party, Angelica Stogina. You have for the Green Party, Hannah Spencer, she's the plumber. Matt Goodwin, Reform UK, and someone said, with that smile, don't leave him alone with your drink. Well, that was hilarious. This creator said that with a smile like that, I would never leave my drink alone with him. I thought that was hilarious. Charlotte Caden from the Conservative Party and Jackie Piercy from the Liberal Democrats. Now, don't forget, the other day, the Liberal Democrats won a councillor seat. I think it was down in Cleveland, and they're not even being discussed in this election. So the question for me is, will the outcome of this election hasten Keir Starmer's exit from number 10? And I think the short answer is yes, it will. Primarily because he is already embroiled in the mishandling of the whole Epstein matter in relation to Peter Mandelson being appointed as ambassador after he was known to have a friendship with Mr. Epstein, who at that point was a convicted person who for basically essaying minors. Okay, so that question of judgment is there. Then you had Morgan McSweeney, his number 2, basically, which was the fresher version of Mandelson. He got kicked to the curb, and he is also embroiled in a scandal in relation to Labour Together, where he got something like 700,000 basically from the usual suspects, yeah, and they funded getting Keir Starmer in, and then that now there are questions about what was known about the money and where the money came from. So he's been kicked to the curb. So all of these things have been undermining Keir Starmer, and I think that because he admitted at the dispatch box and has been put into a very invidious position in the sense that he was shown to have had knowledge, and he cannot now say he wasn't aware of certain information, and all the information, or not all of it, but a significant amount of information is now going to be public. But in addition to that, I think one of the select committees is being charged with what information is shared, because they wanted to move it out of the space where only a member of his cabinet basically did the exercise. So he's already compromised. He's badly bruised. He's oozing and leaking support as we speak, and he is very badly undermined. So I think this election and the result of this election will hasten his exit from number 10. Let's not forget, after this election, within about 8 weeks, we're going to have the local elections, and the Reform Party successfully legally challenged I think it's 26 other local authorities who were not having elections. Now they have to have those elections. So Keir Starmer is facing a significant electoral bloody nose in Gorton and Denton this evening, and in a few minutes, basically, not a few minutes, but 8 weeks time, in the local elections. So yes, if I answer my own question, and the part one of my question was, will it hasten his demise? The short answer is yes, it is. Now, the other interesting thing about this, because I think this is going to kind of change the course of our political landscape, is that what will be the outcome of the election in terms of who are the parties who are contending for the seat. Now, Reform, if we accept that Labour is absolutely not got a rat's chance in hell of being successful, then the fight is between Reform and the Greens. And the outcome of that will be historic for both parties. Because let's not forget what's happening with Reform. They're turning into the recycled Conservative Party. And that's not really going down well with some of those other individuals within the party. And then I read the other day that another billionaire is starting another party, which is going to take votes away from Reform. And then you've got the Green Party that are polling very well with Jack Palahniuk as their very strong and vocal spokesperson. And the Green Party now, basically, if you think about it, they're just like how old Labour used to be. So they're offering that. And that's appealing to people because Labour doesn't do what Labour used to. So now you've got the Greens doing what Labour used to do. And if they get an MP, that will be a significant win because their candidate is a local plumber. Yeah, and she's a woman. And in addition to that, I think her real connection to the community is a significant selling point because the way we feel in our politics at the moment and our institutions is that they're over there doing things on islands that most people can't even fathom within their wildest imagination. And we're over here with a cost of living crisis. So if I'm going to make a prediction, and this is on Thursday, I think it may be, I hope the Greens win. Primarily because I think it will make the establishment think more seriously about a more socialist agenda. And whoever wins, the Labour Party will lurch in that direction. Because as we know, those who stand for nothing fall for everything. So the final question in my part one is, will the Conservatives even feature on the podium? And the short answer to that is no. I don't think they're going to feature at all. I think some of the smaller parties might even get more votes than the Conservatives. We're not saying that Miss Badendock and her Conservative front bench, especially over the question of Epstein, have not done well. She's held the Prime Minister to account, in a way that the local press hasn't, but she has. But I don't know how many people are paying attention to PMQs. And in terms of the press that she gets in the wider state media, it's kind of minimal. So I don't expect her party to be polling anything significant. But we'll know more about this situation when I do the part 2 tomorrow. So thank you for your listening ear up until this point. I'll catch you on the other side of part 2 and cut for the time being. Welcome to the Headley Highlight Show's Headley Headspaces. And this headspace is called Part 2, What Happened in Gorton and Denton. I'll tell you what happened. Labour and the Conservatives got slapped. That's what happened. So before I jump onto my headspace, which is called What Happened with Gorton and Denton, I can tell you what happened. Labour and the Conservatives got slapped. That's what happened. Don't forget to jump all up in the comments. Don't forget to leave a donation, and also I'm very partial to free wings and chips and a Miranda and a bit of Bitcoin if you fancy. Like, share. Don't forget to also click the bell notification and select all. So this is going to be such a quick part 2 because time is not with me. So the Greens kicked it out the park. The plumber took it. The Conservatives were beaten into 4th place. Hello, people. Labour was 3rd and Reform, I think, got 2nd place. Let me just check that. So the new political landscape looks like this. Hannah Spencer from the Green Party, she got 14,980 votes. Matt Goodwin from Reform, he came 2nd. He got 10,578 votes. Angeliki Stojar from the Labour Party, she got 9,000 votes. And Charlotte Green from the Conservatives, she got 706 votes. They probably lost their deposit, people. So the Green Party took it. She made a really interesting speech afterwards where she referenced Gaza, the cost of living crisis, and also the need for a better quality politics. And I think that this may be a significant threat to both the traditional parties, because now Labour's got the Green Party as a major contender, in addition to the Liberals, so that's going to split their vote. And the Conservatives has got Reform. And I think there was another one with another reunite or something like that. But it's the usual suspects, a billionaire who not too keen on anyone that doesn't look like him and in the billionaire class, all that kind of thing. So there's those people are clipping at the wings. But yeah, Hannah Spencer got it from the Green Party. So congratulations to the Green Party. Let's see what happens. I mean, there might be other opportunities for local elections, but this is definitely a smack in the face for Keir Starmer, because the previous majority, I think, was around, 13,000? And she's actually removed that majority so that she can win by a significant margin. There was 47% turnout. So people turned out like it was an election. So that tells you that there is a strong and significant feeling in the country against the establishment parties, especially Labour. So my question was, will this hasten the exit of Keir Starmer from 10 Downing Street? Hell yes! Yeah? He's already got his notice to quit. You know, the Section 21 has already been delivered and he's working within that time frame now. My other question is, would the fight have been between Labour and Reform? But that wasn't the fight. Or was the fight going to be between Labour, the Conservatives and Reform? No, the fight was between the Green Party and Reform. So the two new parties have set political history because they came first and second in a local and national. It's a by-election, but that's the first time they have pushed the establishment parties into third place, and Kemi and her crew didn't even feature on the podium. And so that I've answered all three questions. I think that's pretty cool. Right, that's it. I think I better jump on to the next one because time is not with me, people. Like, share, comment, and I'll see you next week. I'm thinking about having a holiday, actually. Not like a holiday, but like, maybe a Friday off. Just give me a bit of a break because I've just been going straight since I come back in November. So maybe I might have next Friday off. I'll see. But there might be so explosive news. I just can't not be here. I'll see how I get on. Anyway, hope you liked it. Come back maybe next week or the week after. Anchor. Okay, Anchor.